Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is the second video of the day. So I'm just going to film my Shop My Stash for this week. So we're going to concentrate on the face-based products, and then in a couple of days I'll be doing a Pretty Random Chooses my eyeshadow palettes. I think I've just got to do 2 more eye looks with some eyeshadow palettes, and then we can use some more. It feels so long ago that I actually pulled those palettes out. It's because I've been sick, so I took a few days off there, and then obviously at the start of me pulling them palettes out, I did that 5 days with BH Cosmetics, Lost in Los Angeles, and now I'm only just really starting to do the Pretty Random Chooses my eyeshadow palettes, like the hashtag 7-day challenge. We're going to go over to the drawers now, and I'll talk you through what I used last week, and then we'll choose new products for the upcoming week. Right guys, so here we are then. So yeah, let's talk about what's in the drawers here. So I'm going to pull them out one by one, and then we're going to put some away and we'll choose new products for the week. Some of the things will stay in here, so I'll talk you through them as I go. So this Symbiosis London I keep in here because I put this on before I do my makeup. It's just an under eye cream. It's like an overnight rejuvenating eye serum, but you are supposed to use it morning and night, so that's what that's in there for. Right, then we have the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. So that's that one. This one is absolutely beautiful on the skin. I absolutely love it. It's a shame they're going out of business. Then we had the Instant Anti-Age Eraser. Now this acts as a under eye concealer, plus also it acts as like a, what's this one called? Right, so this one acts as a brightener plus an under eye concealer, but I'm going to put it back. I've only just received it not so long ago, and I don't want to use it up, even though I could just get a new one as backup, but I do really like this. I want to get also a one that's more my shade, like this is pink, but it does actually work for me, but it kind of melds into the foundation, so I want one that's a little bit more brightening than this even. So more I don't know, just more brightening. So I want the concealer to be more brightening than it is. Right, we'll put this one back as well. So this is the Becca Ignite. It's a illuminator, but I use it under foundation, and it is really dark, but I'll show you just how dark it is. Oh, I've dropped the top. Hang on a minute. Right, so that's what it looks like on the finger, and that's what it looks like there. It's not actually too dark, is it? It's a bit dark for my skin tone, but yeah, that's that. Right, so this one stays in, it's Project Pan, so we don't need to talk about that. We can put this Makeup Gallery Smoothly Does It. I only use this a couple of times. So this one is one of Poundland's range, so that one can go back. This Flower Beauty Light Illusion can go back as well. We'll choose something out differently. So this one stays in, it's nearly all done. So this is the NYX Born to Glow. The Ole Henriksen is staying in as well, they're Project Pan. The Brightness staying in, that's Project Pan. This NYX eyeshadow base is in unofficial Project Pan. Doing so well with it, can you see? So that's everything from that top drawer there. Then we've got my blushes and bronzers, so let's talk blush. Right, so this one is Project Pan, so that's staying in. This one can go back. I used this, I don't know, once or twice. This is the Kiko 02 Blending Wave. It's absolutely stunning, so that can go back. This one, this blush by Hourglass, I use the most. It's Ambience Dim Infusion. It's absolutely freaking stunning. So yeah, that's that. I think I used that about 3 times, and then we've got this. I only used this once. So this is the Wet n Wild Hello Halo in the shade Highlight Bling. So I think I might have used it twice, because I remember using that once by itself and then I used that, or maybe I just used the highlighter once by itself. So that's that. Then that's another Project Pan one, so that stays in. I used this once. I had to force myself to use it, but when I did, it looked absolutely stunning. Just going to show you what it looks like. So it's the MUA Blush and Shimmer. So that is it when it's not actually blended in, but once you blend it in, it's got such a nice sheen on it. It's absolutely stunning. Right, so this is an unofficial Project Pan. Again, I only want to keep it in for this bit here. Once that's gone, then it will go in empties. Then we have the Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten in Pink Grapefruit. Used that once. I think I'm pulling too many blushes out. Maybe I should just not pull as many out. Like, maybe I should just concentrate maybe on 3 instead of, how many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, maybe just pull 3 out and see how I go with them. So this was the bronzer I used for the week. It's the Milk Chocolate Too Faced bronzer. But I also used the Revolution and Imagination Highlight to the Moon palette as well, just because, I mean, obviously I like to use it anyway a few times a week, but just because my update went up as well, so I wanted to get as much use out of it as possible. So I probably didn't get as much use out of the Too Faced one as I would have liked. And then this one's still in here. It's the Essence Matte Touch Blush. So I just need to sort that out and then it can go back in the collection. Say that every single week. Now we've got highlighters. Right, this one, I think I'm going to be giving it to my niece. It's just too glittery, too powdery and too shiny for me, but I think she'll like the novelty of the diamond there. So when I do my spring summer declutter, I think I'll get rid of that. This one's Project Pan. I did use this maybe once. Then, no, I actually used that twice, I think. I used this the most out of all the highlighters in here. It's absolutely stunning. I absolutely love it. So I used it, I think, once with just this shade, and then I used it where I mixed both of them. So I used it twice. I've used this one twice as well because I didn't know if I wanted to keep this one or pass it on to my niece, but I'm using it today and I actually really like it. And I don't have a highlighter which is quite this silver, so that's that. This can go back. This one I'm still not a fan on, but it is expensive and I'm going to use it up, guys, at least this section of it here. So this is in Delicate Dew. I think I should have picked up Subtle Sunrise. And then we've got another Project Pan highlighter here. I don't think I used that this week. And then in the bottom drawer, it's just basic. So we've got, I'll show you what it looks like. I'm not going to talk you through it though. We've got mascaras, eyeliners, and then in this portion is like Project Pan lipsticks, lip oil. Well, there's a few lip oils in there. And that's it basically. So yeah, that's everything. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop all that back. Then once I've done that, then we can go through the collection and choose some new products, or we can choose the products that Pretty Random has asked me to choose for this upcoming week. And yeah, I'll see you soon, guys. Right guys, so we're in my vanity drawer at the minute, so we're going to choose like base products from here. Okay, so this is like my products already picked out by Pretty Random. I like to do this so it saves time, otherwise the video is going to be like over an hour long. So we're on week 12 now. Can you believe we're on week 12 of Pretty Random picking my products out? That just seems bizarre. Right, so primer, it's asking me to pick out the W7 is a Glow Prime, which was lucky, it's on top. I really do like this primer as well, so happy to use that. I'll be using it in conjunction with the Ole Henriksen one. Foundation is the W7 HD Definition one, which is this one. I don't know if I'm too happy to use it. It's a little bit too dark for me. Yeah, it's a little bit too dark for me, but in conjunction with this one, which is the Revolution Conceal and Glow, which I've not used for a while. I don't keep it in here just because it won't fit, so I keep it on top of the vanity there, so I'll probably use that with it, so that'll be fine. And what's next? Illuminator is the Primark one, so the Strobing Highlighter Cream by Primark. Really do like this, so I'm happy to use it. I've not used it in a while as well, so looking forward to getting some more use out of that. Loose powder is the Too Faced one. Although I've used this recently, I'm more than happy to get some more use out of it. There's not a lot left, guys, at all. I will be sad when this one goes, but I've made kind of decision. I'm not going to buy the Too Faced one straight away. I want to try the little travel size of the Hourglass Veil because I've not tried that yet. So when that goes, I will bring in the Hourglass one. Oh, I need to put this number 7 one back. I'm also going to pull this one out as my finishing powder. So it's the Wet n Wild Colour Icon Bronzer. It's in Reserve Your Cabana, so we'll use that. And then I've been using these as finishing powders, the Revolution Radiance palette. They're just really good. They're not glittery, and they're just kind of dupes for the Hourglass powders, so we'll put that back for now. What else? Compact powder, Laura Geller in Porcelain. Yeah, it's that one, which is really nice as well, so I have no qualms in using that. Under eye setting powder, I'm going to have to pull this out because they don't work as under eye setting powders. So we've got the Becca one here, and that's the only under eye setting powder I've got, and there's, I don't know if you can see it, but there's less than half left, so I don't know what I'm going to do when I finish with that. Right, so it's going on for blusher as well. Blushes aren't in this drawer. Bronzer, which bronzer is it? So it's the Bronzer Ciate and Olivia Palermo in Blush Point. Oh, it's here. This one is really pretty. So it looks like that. You can see I've definitely used the bronzer more than the blush, but I didn't used to be interested in those types of blush. I am now. I think I'm just going to pull maybe 2 blushes or 3 blushes from the ones that it's asked me to pull, then, just because there's a blush in that and I want to use it. Yeah, maybe 3 blushes will do, and I think that's it, guys, from this particular drawer. Yeah, it will be. Right, let's move over to the collection. Let's move over to where I store my collection. Right, so it's telling me Nose Orgasm, which is in the drawer already. Then the Collection Coral Glow. Yeah, we'll pull this. This is a cream blush. So it's very similar to the one we pulled last week. So we'll pull this blush. And then we'll pull Essence Peach Me Up. Where are you? Oh my gosh, that lid's come off as well, guys. Right, so that's 2 Essence blushes I'm going to have to sort out now. This is driving me insane. Look. Story of my life. And I think that's it for blushes. The last blusher it told me to pull was the Laura Geller Honeysuckle. We can do without that. Highlighters. W7 Glow Commotion Extreme. I've pulled that not so long ago, but I don't have any problems pulling it. I'm still not 100% sure if I want to keep it. So that's what that one looks like, and that's the package. So that's that. Mary Luminizer. I absolutely love Mary Lou, so yeah, I definitely want to pull this one. So now it's telling me to pull Mary Luminizer. Yep, I definitely want to get more use out of this one, so that's what that one looks like. We all know what Mary Lou looks like. Model Zone Golden Sand. Right, where are you? I've only used this a couple of times. That's Paradise. Oh, it's here. Right, so that's the packaging. Very nice and sleek. And that's what it looks like. Very, very pretty. So yeah, we'll use that one. And then the last one is a new one. It's the Essence one. Just don't know where I put it when I bought it. Oh, it's here. So that's a new one. I don't know if they just released this, but this one is in the shade 01. Mesmerising. It's really, really beautiful. Let me see. When I'm at the vanity, I'll do you some swatches on the highlighters. Bronzer we've got. Face palette is telling me to choose a contouring palette, which is the Essence one. So let me just grab that. Right, so that's what that one looks like, and it's for light skin. Yeah, 10 lighter skin, so it looks like that. I barely used it since I bought it, so I would like to get some more use out of it. What else? Then it's just lipsticks. So we're going to put all this away, and I'll show you what the highlighters look like. So this is my newest highlighter to the collection. I think it was like £3. Very, very affordable. So that's it. It's like a more of a golden highlight, that. So I'd have to probably go in with a really light hand. Then the Model Zone one in Golden Sand is more pinky. Yeah, can you see how that one's more pinky? Then obviously we know what Mary Luminizer looks like, but I'll do a swatch against all the other ones that I pulled. That one looks very similar to the Essence one. And then the last one is the W7 Extreme Ice, which is very chunky, but it looks nice. Once it's blended in, it looks really, really nice. So those are the 4 highlighters. It's a bit excessive, isn't it? 4 highlighters, but that's what we're working with. And there is no highlighter palette this week, so it'll be fine. Okay, let's put everything away, and then we'll choose lipsticks. So oh, don't get stuck. I think I'll leave that there. Leave the Too Faced powder out. That needs to go back. Right guys, so I'll show you. So we've got all of our new base products. So we've got the foundation, the strobing cream, the primer, the powders. The Too Faced powder has to stay out in the vanity because it's too big to go in the drawer. The Becca Under Eye setting powder. So that's all in the first drawer. That's the first drawer is the one that's always most cluttered because it's got all my base products in there. Then we've got blushers. So we've got the NARS Orgasm, which it told me to pull, which is already in a project. The Essence Matte Touch Peach Me Up, which is Let Me Down by Broken. So I've got 2 of these blushes now that I have to fix and not 1. The CRT Olivia Palermo bronzer and blush. I'm going to keep it in this drawer just because I want to concentrate on the blush as well as the bronzer to use, and also there's bronzers in here. So it's got a bronzer in there, and then we've got the contour, and then we've got this Project Pan one. really. And pull that up. And then highlighter, the third drawer down. So we've got the W7 Glow Commotion Extreme Ice, the Essence, the highlighter in Mesmerising, Mary Lou, Model Zone in the shade Golden Sand, and then we've got the Project Pan ones that always stay in. So guys, that concludes my Shop My Stash for this upcoming week. So what I'm going to be doing next is Pretty Random Tuesdays, my eyeshadow palettes. Like I said earlier, I've just got 2 more looks to go, and then we can choose some more eyeshadow palettes for the upcoming 2 weeks. Right, so I filmed my Shop My Stash earlier, put everything away which is so in the video, but I forgot to pick out the lipsticks for the week, which was very clever of me. I didn't want to kind of upload that video and, you know, see what we're picking out for the week, so I've got my pad still here. Right, so it's telling me these are the higher end ones. There's only a couple higher end ones this week that it's asking me to use. So we've got the Too Faced Melted Matte in Lady Balls, which is this red one. I am glad in a way it's asking me to use this, because I don't know if this is one of the ones that smear, so I do want to test it, and if it does smear, I'm just gonna bin it, guys. I mean, it could be the mask that's making it smear, because obviously every time I go out I do wear masks. So kind of the best day for me to use this would be when I'm actually at home, and test it without a mask on and just see how it wears throughout the day. So we've got that one, and then we've got Urban Decay Bobby Dazzle. So where are you? It's somewhere around here. That's Cruel. It's this one. Right, so it's one of the Vice lipsticks, and it's like a metallic topper. It's got a bit of lipstick on, but you put that over the top and it makes it metallic, so we'll test that out. And then there is absolutely nothing else from here that we're going to be using for the upcoming week, so let me go and get my other lipstick holder. Okay, so this is more drugstore lipsticks. There is one on top which won't fit anywhere, so it's this Model Zone one in Ruby Red. It's absolutely stunning. It's more, I would say this is more raspberry red than your classic red. I'm going to do all these swatches so you can see everything. And then the next lipstick is PS Beauty Game Changer. I don't even know what that looks like. That's Boudoir Pink. Velvet Touch. I don't know what I'm looking for at all. I've got a feeling it's going to be a liquid one. So that stopped somewhere, so that's buried all. I was just saying anyway, I can't seem to find the Primark one. So how many have we got here so far? 4. So it's the Primark one. I've got a feeling it's going to be a liquid. So let me just pop these back. Okay, so all my liquid lipsticks are in here, and I think some crayons are in here as well. So I've got to kind of go through it all and see what is Game Changer. It's got to be a liquid lipstick, surely. That one's Hustle. That one's Vintage. These are all NYX, so it's none of these. What's this crayon? Nude Beach. I don't know what that crayon is, but it's probably not it. Light brown. All this to find a lipstick. Verdecker Scarlets. Right, this is really odd. You know, I might just have to pull one out, because no, I can't find it, guys. So I've pulled this Revolution one out in Skinny Dip. So I've just chosen that one. I don't know where it is. If I come across it, I'll show you next week. But I mean, there's not too many places lipsticks can be these days. Just because I've got this Cuba lipsticks, that won't fit anywhere else. I've got that rotating spinning thing. I've got something on my vanity that just holds like my lipstick edit ones that Pretty Random chooses. And then I've got a couple of lipstick holders in a drawer, and it's in neither of those places. It's just really, really bizarre. Oh, hang on, is it in this drawer here? It's not that one. No, it's not there either. So I might have decluttered it and obviously not taken it off the lipstick edit. That's probably the most likely scenario. Anyway, we'll go through the lipsticks, what we're going to be testing out this week. So I'll put this one on first, this Too Faced Melted Matte in Lady Balls. It's a really nice red, I like it, but if it smears everywhere around my mouth, then there's not much point of having it. So that's the red. Then we've got the Wet n Wild Bare It All. You probably had this in your collection at some point. So that's that one. That's a really nice shade as well. It's like a demi matte. Then we've got Ruby Red, which is like a raspberry red, like I was telling you before. That one would look really nice blotted, like that blotted lip look. So that's that one. This one really isn't going to show up, this Bobby Dazzle by Urban Decay. Yeah, it's not going to show up, it's just there though. It's just like a white metallic lipstick. And then last but not least is the one that I've just chosen out. It's the Revolution Skinny Dip, which is a really nice cool toned lipstick. That's the doe foot. We'll just put this here. And that's what it looks like. It's really, really pretty. It's not ideal, like lip gloss isn't ideal for like when you have to go out and things like that. But again, you know, it's a good one for when you just staying at home, pottering around the house. So that's all the lipsticks I'm going to be working with for the week. I'll show you the ones that we had last week. I think there's a few more in here just because I left some in from the previous week that I hadn't used. Gosh, there's loads in here. Right. Okay. So, we had Max Velvet Teddy. That was from the previous week. I did use that. I really, really like this lipstick, guys. Didn't when I originally bought it, but I'm obsessed with it. Then we had this. I don't even think I wore it. Maybe we should keep that one in. Yeah, we'll keep that one in as well. That one is PS Bronze Lips in the shade, I don't know, it just says Bronze Lips. Then we had the Kiko Colour Click lipstick in the shade 04. This is a really nice red. So that can go back. I didn't wear this one either. The Luna by Luna in the shade Pixie. I'm going to keep that one in. I'm going to keep that one in and I'm going to put this gloss back. That one can also get pulled another time. I did use this number 7 one, which is really pretty. It's in Honey Bloom. I thought about decluttering it, but I'm going to keep it. So that's that. We also had the Too Faced in Cool Girl, which I wore a couple of times. So that's that. I wore this today for the first time. This is the Essence This Is Me in 06. It's absolutely beautiful, guys. These lipsticks for the price, I think they're like £3 or £3.50. They're well worth it, and they're demi mattes. They're not like the cream formula, so I prefer that formula to the others. I've got rid of most of my Essence lipsticks. There's a few in my collection that I do have that I'm thinking about decluttering, just because I like a more matte finish than rather a cream satin finish. And then I got this recently from Amazon and I wore this a couple of times in videos. So it's the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. And this one is in the shade Philosopher. Now I put a picture on Instagram yesterday of me wearing this, and I'd done like a purple eye look with this Stila Glitter and Glow in the shade Infinite, and even my sister liked the way it looked. And my sister is so picky with the way my makeup looks. When I do a bright eyeshadow look, for instance, she's like, wow, that's so bright, and I'm like, yeah, but, and I'm like, yeah, it is quite bright, but I've done it for YouTube and I've done it for Instagram. And she's like, well, yeah, fair enough then. She said, but would you go out like that? And I'm like, I don't know, if the mood took me, maybe. But yeah, this one is a really beautiful lipstick. I kind of want to keep this in just in case I want to use it again. So we've got a lot of lipsticks here. I'm going to put the MAC one back. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's this? Oh, these are the ones that are getting decluttered. So I said this last week, but Ritzy Beauty, this one has gone bad, so that one's getting decluttered. And then the Sephora one, that's getting decluttered. It's just going to go in empties. So we've got 7 lipsticks. We're going to put those ones back. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. I've also got one in my handbag, so we're putting them 7 back as well. So I'll just take you to my lipstick holder and we'll sort these out. Okay, so we've got my glitters here. This glitter here can actually go, I've used it, so it can actually go back in the glitters. Then we've got just 2 there to test. Right, so I'll put that there. Just saying before we got rudely cut off, it doesn't have to be in any specific order, but we've got the Wet n Wild there, we've got the Luna by Luna one there, the Too Faced Melted Matte in Lady Balls there, the Revolution in Skinny Dip there, the Maybelline one here in the shade Philosopher. I've got this one back there as well, but I only really use that when I don't want to use any of the other lipsticks. And then here we've got a few Charlotte Tilbury minis, which I keep there anyway, just like so I won't lose them. And then we've got the Model's Own Ruby Red. So that's all of the lipsticks. And then this one at the back here, I never use it, I should just bin it. It's a primer, a lipstick primer. Who uses lipstick primer? Anyone? Let me know your thoughts down below if you feel like a lipstick primer is a necessity to your lipstick routine. Like eyeshadow primer and face primer, is it just as a necessity as that, do you feel like? I mean, I use lip oil before I put like a super matte drying lipstick on. I use that a lot. So I don't feel like I need a lip primer. If that's the case, I can just declutter it. Anyway guys, this is the end of the Shop My Stash. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon in my next video. So this concludes the video. Thank you so much for watching today. I really do appreciate your time and support on the channel. It means the absolute world. If you're new here, why not hit that subscribe button and become part of our little fam? It would mean the absolute world. Please like, it really does help out the channel. Share and comment, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.